Hey, what's up? Good morning, afternoon, and evening. My name is Parker Russell. This is WTH News, and what the hell is happening on Earth? We're going to be talking about the Californian wildfires. As of today, of January 16th, 2025, multiple fires are burning across Los Angeles County, with the most devastating ones being the Palisade fires and the Etten fires. These wildfires have brought destruction, challenges, and generally just a lot of questions that the community has about the emergency services alike. So here's what we know so far. Let's try to focus on the numbers. The Palisades fire has burnt around 23,713 acres and is currently 22% contained. Not a lot, but it's something. The Etten fires, in comparison, however, have scorched about 14,117 acres and stands at 55% containment, so that bitch is almost done. Combined, these fires have destroyed around 12,300 structures and claimed at least 25 lives. Thousands remain displaced as firefighters from across the US, Canada, and even Mexico continue to battle these just awful fucking fires. But it's not just the property damage that's also bad. These wildfires also have an extreme consequence when it comes to the environment. It's estimated as of today that these fires have released over 8.4 million metric tons of CO2 within like 10 days. That's like the equivalent of like driving 12 million cars. I mean, when you look at the traffic in LA, it kind of equals up to that, but it's still bad. The air quality is going to drastically get worse, and climate change is going to go up again. So hopefully you're ready for another hot summer. But this is no one's real fault here. This is a natural disaster, and people need to kind of understand that. Behind the numbers of people being affected, there's like over 92,000 residents that have been forced to evacuate. Imagine you're just living in your home and everything burns, and all you have is like the clothes on your back and a backpack, maybe. If you're lucky enough, your car didn't burn down. These come from people leaving their homes, businesses, even schools. It's just amazing that some people have lost everything. And this uncertainty is kind of scary. The good news is that people are donating, but the recovery is going to take a couple years, maybe even more, just with survivors describing the trauma and losing not just possessions, but just this sense of safety where they grew up. And speaking of safety, let's talk about firefighters. More than 5,000 personnel are currently on the ground right now, as of when this video is coming out, maybe more, including 111 hand crews, 66 bulldozers, and 44 helicopters, are working around the clock. These are specialized teams at working tirelessly to establish these kind of like containment lines to control the fire, hopefully to extinguish the hot spots and search for any missing persons. The good news is, regarding the government, federal support has been pledged and there is coverage of 100% of emergency responses that will cost for the next 6 months. This eases a huge financial burden on the state of California in general for like a disaster like this. Although, from researching into these wildfires, I don't know. The fires have sparked kind of like an idea about like rebuilding in back into these fire prone areas. Generally, California is pretty fucking dry. Governor Gavin Newsom, regardless of what you think of him, has issued an executive order to streamline rebuilding efforts, but critiques question whether these areas should really be rebuilt in at all. The economic toll is just staggering. Just the damage is estimated to be at like $10 billion, not including the long-term costs of recovery and rebuilding. And I think we all know where the $10 billion is going to go. The fires have created hazardous air conditions, as I said before. Officials are warning residents to stay inside, to wear like not like N95 masks, which are kind of like stuff you wear for like, like when you're working saw drills and shit, and even like respirators, like straight up like Breaking Bad shit. Also, they advise, and if you watch this video, same if you've gotten this far, don't use leaf blowers or vacuums to clean the ash. It's not going to be good. Just don't do it. Experts also caution against returning to burnt areas due to the presence of toxic debris. It's not just the warmth and the ash, there is toxins that are released into the air, and that's going to fuck with your brain. Speaking of fucking with your brain, mental health services have been offered to help, residents cope with the stress and trauma. Because I can imagine, you know, essentially seeing a wild inferno completely consume people in your home is going to cause a couple problems. Just these fires are still under investigation. Like the ATF is leading the probe into like Palisades fires with over like 150 leads being followed. I understand they're trying to find the origin of this, but it might just be good to just focus more of that material on just stopping it. I mean, lawsuits have already been filed against like Southern California Edison and Los Angeles Department of Water and Power, alleging apparently there's been negligence. Like, imagine your water company is fucking around maintaining the infrastructure. There's been like polluted water apparently to houses that haven't even been affected by the ash. Now, as of this video, 10 days have passed and conditions have technically improved in the recent days. The National Weather Service warns that strong Santa Ana winds, however, could return next week. Ain't she a vile bitch? So that's going to bring potentially more fire into the area and more outbreaks. So firefighters are now like racing to strengthen containment and like prepare for these new conditions that will come on Monday. Meanwhile, state and federal officials are focused on long term recovery and strategies to possibly mitigate this in the future because this is just terrible. Now, if you've gotten this far and you're looking to help support the people that are currently affected in Los Angeles, consider donating to reputable organizations like the American Red Cross or local relief funds. Residents impacted by the fires can seek assistance at disaster recovery centers, though it's really important that you like look up this information yourself and decide where you want to like give your help to. What matters is that you're trying to help these people that are now homeless and are really just like suffering. We're talking like the like so many documents of your life just burnt and gone. Thank God for the digital age, am I right? In conclusion, the California wildfires suck. It's a reminder that, at any moment Mother Earth can just piss on us and we're fucked. I am going to continue to monitor this and bring you latest updates if I find any. If you like this style of, journalism, I did a big video on this before, my first video doing it, but if you like a more casual one, maybe write in the comments what you think I should talk about next. I really look into things on like multiple like sources. I went on like the official Los Angeles Fire Department like documents and also like non-biased like news reports. Obviously, I'm pretty biased because of the things I say, but I don't know. I hope it helps. My name is Parker Russell. This is What the Hell is Happening on Earth News, and I'll see you around. Bye.